Hello, welcome again to 40 Uncomfortable Conversations. I am Lakeisha, and up until this point, I have kind of shared with you some of the heartache that I've experienced and how I have still navigated to a place of peace and healing. So, today I would like to take a step back and kind of share with you who I am so that hopefully you can understand how I got to those different places. So, I was born and raised in Detroit on the east side. I was the oldest of four girls who lived in the home with my mom and dad. But with my dad, little son, I also have two brothers and a sister. I was educated in the Detroit public school system. And just before I graduated, about a year or so, I had my first son. And at that time, society told me how I would do nothing but continue to have more babies and live on welfare. I decided to change that narrative. I went on to college. I graduated with my Bachelor's of Science in Engineering. Um, Soon after graduating, I reconnected with my oldest son's dad, and I had son number two. That relationship didn't last, but my boys mean so much to me. I was okay with that. I focused on them during those next few years. I really didn't date because I didn't want them to see mom just having a revolving door or whatever. But I'll fast forward to meeting and marrying my ex-husband, who is also the father of my third and fourth son. So during the marriage, I knew that he didn't want me to work, and I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home wife and mom anyway. So I looked for ways to kind of leave the field of engineering. I pursued real estate for a while. I was a real estate agent. And I also did massage therapy. I went to school for massage therapy and graduated. And I later left my full-time engineering gig and became a business owner of massage therapy. Now, throughout those years, I experienced a lot, mostly because of just poor decision making, but it brought about a lot of anxiety. It brought about a lot of depression. It brought about just confusion all around. But in 2015, my older sister passed, and it was kind of like a turning point. I found myself wondering, how could someone that's not even 40 already be gone? I began to look at my life and decided that this is not how I wanted to end if I only had another week or two. I wasn't happy. I wasn't at peace. And I just felt like I was dead on the inside, carrying on for the pleasures of others alone. So I had the hard talk with myself about what I really wanted and what that meant, what I would have to do to get to that point, and how relationships moving forward would look, whether they would be romantic relationships or just with family and friends. Because I didn't want misunderstandings to always turn into conflicts. I didn't want me to have to smother my feelings. And I didn't want to always feel like I was putting everybody else first and never addressing any issue that I had. So I resumed my counseling sessions and I started writing things down. I started setting aside time for myself and not feeling guilty about it. And day by day, even during the divorce and even during the realization that little son was not my biological dad, I have still learned to have peace. I have still learned to smile at the end of the day and find something positive to reflect on and hold on to. So, with that being said, moving forward, I would like to continue to share those things with you and hope that something that I may now think is minor could be pivotal for you in achieving your healing. So hopefully I will see you in the near future, and hopefully we'll be able to talk about what's on your mind and how you got to your place of healing. Until the end, have a good day, and I'll see you soon.